Evening, here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu sets to inaugurate Demuri Road, 2 others in Koshofe local government area. Federal Executive Council to consider higher procurement thresholds to give room for policy deliberations. On the foreign scene, rebels' attack leaves many dead, others injured in Sudan. And in sport, FIFA president confirms halftime show for 2026 World Cup final in United States. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is set to hand over another set of projects to Lagosians with the inauguration of Demuri Road in Koshofe local government area. Also to be unveiled are 2 other roads, Agidis and Church Streets in Agboiketu local council development area. Governor Sanwo-Olu said the roads will serve as alternative links to the 3rd Axia Road with Ikorodu Road and also boost connectivity and make life more comfortable for citizenry. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Motosho, in a statement says, given the strategic economic importance of these roads, the administration of Governor Sanwo-Olu and the Deputy Governor, Obafemi Hamzat, proved the total rehabilitation and upgrade of the roads to be a standard that will stand the test of time. The Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has urged the Public Service Staff Development Center, PSSDC, to incorporate inclusion and diversity into their training curriculum to ensure that discussions around disabilities become a top priority in all aspects of society. Speaking during a courtesy visit to the center in Magodo, General Manager of LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, emphasized the importance of educating all ministries, departments, and agencies on the significance of inclusion. Oyetunde Lawal stated that the topic of inclusion must start with government offices and gradually spread across Lagos State and beyond. She also commended the PSSDC for installing ramps to improve accessibility for persons with disabilities, noting that the initiative demonstrates the center's commitment to addressing the needs of the disability community. In its continuous efforts to address sewage management challenges, the Lagos State Wastewater Management Office has carried out an on-site assessment of the Okeafa wastewater treatment plant. The wastewater treatment plant is one of the publicly owned infrastructure of the state government for collecting and treating sewage and wastewater in the Okeafa low-cost housing estate and environment. The team, led by its general manager, Adefemi Afolabi, was received by the president of the Okeafa Residents Association, Fatai Oloko, and other key members of the association. Afolabi stated that the purpose of the visit was to evaluate the current condition of the wastewater facility and engage directly with the estate executives on probable solutions. He highlighted the importance of sustainable government investment, saying without a structured payment mechanism, rehabilitation efforts would be unsustainable in the long run. The Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN, Lagos chapter, has called on government agencies, industry leaders, and corporate organizations to invest in female engineers for rapid national development. Chairperson of APWEN Lagos, Atinuke Owolabi, made a call in a message in Lagos to commemorate the 2025 World Engineering Day with a theme, Shaping Our Sustainable Future Through Engineering. Owolabi also urged the stakeholders to support the empowerment initiatives through funding for training, mentorship, and industry placements for female engineers. According to her, by bridging the gender gap in engineering, stakeholders can unlock the full potential of engineering to drive sustainable development in Nigeria and beyond. The chairperson added that the association had impacted over 1,000 girls in Lagos through its STEM and mentorship programs, equipping them with the confidence and knowledge to pursue careers in engineering. Oyo State government has introduced one-way tire spikes as a deterrent against wrong-way driving. In a viral video, reports show that the new enforcement tool in action as the spikes are designed to puncture the tires of vehicles attempting to go against traffic, ensuring stricter adherence to road regulations. The report also say the one-way tire spike seen in the video is located along Idiakbe. Meanwhile, the state government is yet to issue an official statement regarding the widespread implementation of the measure. And now to the rest of the stories. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, is considering a proposal to increase budget thresholds for ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, to reduce the time spent on procurement-related discussions and allow for greater focus on policy deliberations. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, stated this to journalists at the State House, Abuja, after the FEC meeting, noting that a significant portion of memos brought before the council pertains to contract approvals. Idris said the proposal, still under deliberation, seeks to empower ministries and heads of MDAs with higher approval limits, reducing the frequency of procurement-related memos reaching the FEC. He noted that to refine the proposal, the Director General of the Bureau of Public Procurement and relevant ministries have been tasked with working out the details. Lassa fever has claimed 95 lives out of 506 people who were confirmed to have contracted the disease as of February 23. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, made this known in its week 8 situation report, which showed that a total of 2,492 suspected cases were recorded, including one healthcare worker infected during the review period. It said the number of suspected cases are declined compared to the same period in 2024. The NCDC reaffirmed that the National Lassa Fever multi-sectorial incident management system remains active to coordinate response efforts at all levels, urging the public to prioritize personal and environmental hygiene to help curb the disease transmission. And now to foreign news. Dozens of people in the Sudanese state of North Darfur are feared dead following heavy shelling on a camp for displaced people. Officials say the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, attacked a crowded market at Abu Shok, a camp on the outskirts of the city of El Fasher, for roughly 2 hours on Tuesday evening. The camp is home to over 500,000 displaced people, and the assault on its market is the second in 3 days. El Fasher is the last major town in Darfur under army control and has been under siege by the RSF for almost a year. United States officials have confirmed that President Donald Trump has suspended intelligence sharing with Ukraine on top of the pause in military assistance. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, who confirmed this to newsmen, says the U.S. has taken a step back and is pausing and reviewing all aspects of the relationship. The move follows Friday Ferry Oval Office meeting with the U.S. President and his Ukrainian counterpart, Volodymyr Zelensky. The Ukrainian president has since taken steps to repair relations, and Waltz said Trump would be open to lifting the freeze if peace talks progress. Meanwhile, experts say the decision to halt intelligence support is likely to have serious consequences on the battlefield. Now sports. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has confirmed that the 2026 Men's World Cup final, hosted in the United States, will include a halftime show for the very first time. The US, Canada, Mexico are set to co-host next year's tournament, with a final set to be played at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey on July 19, 2026. Infantino said the first ever halftime show at the FIFA World Cup final in New York, New Jersey will be carried out in association with Global Citizen. The opening match of the 2026 World Cup is set to kick off in Mexico City at the Estadio Azteca on June 11, 2026. The schedule will consist of 104 matches as the tournament has been expanded to 48 national teams. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, spill thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us on like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is set to hand over another set of projects to Lagosians with the inauguration of Demuri Road in Koshofe local government area. The Federal Executive Council, FEC, is considering a proposal to increase budget thresholds for ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, to reduce the time spent on procurement-related discussions and allow for greater focus on policy deliberations. We also told you that dozens of people in the Sudanese state of North Darfur are feared dead following heavy shelling on a camp for displaced people. And in sport, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has confirmed that the 2026 Men's World Cup final, hosted in the United States, will include a halftime show for the very first time. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olowoporoku. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.